Alexandria, a jewel of the ancient world. Its heart held a treasure unlike any other. The Great Library. This wasn't just a building, it was a testament to human curiosity, a monument to the pursuit of knowledge. Imagine walking through its grand halls. Sunlight streams through open courtyards. The air is thick with the smell of papyrus and parchment. Everywhere you look, scrolls are stacked high, thousands upon thousands of them, each one a window into the past. This was a place where knowledge knew no bounds. Histories and philosophies from across the known world resided here. Works of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine filled its shelves. The Library of Alexandria was a beacon. Drawing scholars from the farthest reaches of the world, they came to learn, to share, to contribute to the ever-growing tapestry of human understanding. This was a place where cultures intertwined and ideas took flight. Picture a young Euclid, sketching out the very foundations of geometry. Imagine Archimedes pondering the mysteries of buoyancy. These giants of science walked the halls of Alexandria's library. They debated their theories under its soaring ceilings. Scholars from Persia and Greece, mathematicians from India and Egypt, all drawn to this intellectual melting pot. They came seeking lost texts, yearning for new discoveries. Languages melted away in the face of shared knowledge. The library became a symbol of unity, a testament to the power of human collaboration. They say that over 700,000 scrolls filled the library at its peak. That number is staggering to comprehend. Imagine the sheer volume of knowledge contained within those walls. The lost histories, the forgotten discoveries, the potential for understanding our world locked away in those fragile scrolls. The Library of Alexandria was more than just a repository of information. It was a living, breathing organism, a testament to the boundless potential of the human mind. But like all great wonders, the Library of Alexandria was not destined to last forever. The exact circumstances of its demise remain shrouded in mystery. A combination of events, rather than a single catastrophe, likely led to its downfall. Some historians point to Julius Caesar's campaign in Egypt. Others blame religious and political turmoil. The truth, like so many fragments of ancient history, has been lost to time. Yet the mystery only amplifies the tragedy. The thought of such a vast repository of knowledge being destroyed is difficult to comprehend. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our collective memory. Let's delve into the main theories surrounding the library's destruction. Each carries its own weight of evidence and conjecture. Together they paint a picture of a world in flux, where the flames of conflict consumed even the greatest of treasures. The year is 48 BC. Julius Caesar arrives in Alexandria. He finds himself embroiled in a power struggle between Cleopatra and her brother Ptolemy. Legend has it that Caesar, in a strategic maneuver, ordered his fleet to be set ablaze. The flames spread rapidly, catching the nearby harbour and engulfing the city in a fiery inferno. Some accounts suggest that the library, situated close to the harbour, fell victim to the conflagration. While Caesar's fire may have damaged a portion of the library, it is unlikely to have caused its complete destruction. Evidence suggests that the library continued to exist, albeit in a diminished capacity, for centuries after this event. Yet Caesar's actions cast a long shadow. The fire marked a turning point, a harbinger of the turbulent times that lay ahead for the library and the knowledge it held. Centuries later, a new power emerged on the world stage: Islam. The Arab conquest of Egypt in the 7th century AD marked a period of immense change. Contrary to popular belief, the new rulers were not inherently opposed to knowledge. Early Islamic scholars were renowned for their intellectual pursuits. They translated and preserved countless ancient texts. However, the transition from one dominant culture to another inevitably brought about shifts in priorities. Some accounts tell of Caliph Omar, who, upon being presented with the library's vast collection, declared that the books either agreed with the Quran or contradicted it. If they agreed, they were redundant. If they contradicted, they were blasphemous. While the veracity of this tale is debated, it reflects a sentiment that likely contributed to the library's decline. The focus shifted from preserving all knowledge to safeguarding Islamic teachings. By the 4th century AD, Christianity had become the dominant religion of the Roman Empire. Alexandria, once a beacon of intellectual tolerance, found itself increasingly divided along religious lines. The great library, seen by some Christian zealots as a repository of pagan thought, became a target. In 391 AD, Emperor Theodosius I issued a decree ordering the destruction of all pagan temples in the city. This act of intolerance had disastrous consequences for the library. The Serapeum, a daughter library attached to the Temple of Serapis, was ransacked and burned. Countless scrolls went up in flames. While the main library building may have survived this initial onslaught, its fate was sealed. The spirit of intellectual freedom that had sustained it for centuries was broken. The library, starved of funding and support, languished in the years that followed. Imagine the scene, the once vibrant halls of the library, now dark and silent. Dust motes dance in the shafts of moonlight filtering through crumbling walls. A single flame flickers, fueled by discarded parchment. It grows, licking at the dry, brittle scrolls. The fire spreads rapidly, consuming centuries of accumulated knowledge. Tongues of flame dance across papyrus and parchment, devouring the words of philosophers and poets, mathematicians and astronomers. The air grows thick with the acrid smell of smoke and ash. The screams of those who try in vain to salvage what they can are lost in the roar of the inferno. The flames paint the night sky with an eerie glow, reflecting off the waters of the harbour, a grim spectacle for those who watch in horror from afar. The Library of Alexandria, once a beacon of hope and enlightenment, is reduced to smouldering ruins, the culmination of centuries of neglect, intolerance, and ultimately destruction. Today, only echoes remain of the Library of Alexandria. Archaeologists painstakingly excavate fragments of pottery, shards of statues, and the occasional charred scroll, each piece a poignant reminder of what was lost. We can only imagine the treasures that vanished in the flames. Lost plays by Sophocles, unknown works by Archimedes, the complete history of the ancient world gone forever. The destruction of the library represents a profound loss for all humankind. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the fragility of knowledge and the importance of its preservation. The knowledge held within the library's walls did not simply vanish into thin air. It had a ripple effect. Think of all the discoveries that might have come sooner, the advancements that were delayed or lost entirely. The impact on art, science, and philosophy is immeasurable. The world we know today might have been a very different place had the Library of Alexandria survived. The Library of Alexandria may be gone, but its legacy lives on. It serves as a potent symbol of the power of knowledge and the importance of its preservation. It reminds us that the pursuit of understanding is a continuous journey, one that requires constant vigilance and unwavering dedication. We must learn from the mistakes of the past and strive to create a world where knowledge is cherished, shared, and protected for generations to come. Let us honor the memory of the Library of Alexandria by ensuring that such a tragedy never happens again. Let us build new libraries, both physical and digital, and fill them with the accumulated wisdom of humankind. Let us foster a global community of learners where knowledge knows no borders and where the flames of intolerance are extinguished by the light of understanding. The legacy of the Library of Alexandria rests not in its ashes, but in our commitment to keeping the flame of knowledge burning bright.